Okay. So in the previous session, we were discussing about wrapper classes. Okay. So today let us see some methods in wrapper classes which is helpful to perform primitive operations. Okay, primitive operations. What are primitive operations? So let me now let us consider one simple example. So I have a um, SOP. Let us assume I have a string str1 is equals to 10 with integer string 10. Then string str2 is equals to 20. String, not integer. It is a string. Now system.out.print str1 concatenate str2. What will be the output? 1020. It won't add string, no. So if you want to convert string into integer, there is a method called as parseInt. ParseInt. This method is present in integer class. You have class, no, yesterday wrapper class, integer class. In that class, we have one method called as parseInt. Mostly asked question this is. How do you convert string into integer? Okay. So now let us see that. See, wait, let me do this. So here, string str1 10, string str2 is equals to 20. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt. Your screen is not visible, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
okay, I have taken string str1 10, string str2 20, and str1 concatenated with str2. Okay, so when you run this program, what will be the output? For API testing, this is mandate 1020. Okay, 1020. But what you want? You want output 30. Is this the exact output what you want? No, right? So that time what you need to do? So don't give like this. There is a class called as integer class, which is present in java.lang package. That is the default package. Integer dot parseInt, pass str1 first. Now when you write like this, what happens? This will convert into string 10 into normal 10 integer, plus see 1020. Why it is coming? It is concatenating string and string. Now integer dot parseInt str2. Now this is 10, integer 10, and this is integer 20. 10 plus 20, 30. Now you are getting output 30. Make a note of this. How to convert string to integer. Done. Okay. So how to convert integer to string? Now you saw the program saying that there are two string, 10 and 20 is a string, and you are comparing to integer, correct? So let us assume I have int I is equals to 10, int j is equals to 20, so I want output 1020. Now obviously you will get output 30. So how to do this? To string, pass I, integer, run this. 1020. Make a note of it. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next. So now, I have a character. Okay. So how to write char? Char C is equals to, or CH is equals to A. Okay. Or I will write CH1. Char CH2 is equals to B. SYSO CH1 plus CH2. What will be the output? It is 195. How? So whenever you use plus operator, what happens? CH1 and CH2 is converted into ASCII value. Small a is 97, small b is 98. Both get added. But I want output AB. Now what you need to do, you need to convert the character into string. Okay. So character dot to string ch1 character dot to string ch2. So in wrapper class called as character, there is a method called as toString which converts character to a string. If you add character and character, it will add the ASCII value. Okay. Make a note of it. AB. Or okay, next. So these are the basic operations of wrapper classes. Okay. So other than that, what any other methods again? That's all. Okay. Now, so basically, wrapper classes are used to, perform primitive operations, and it is used to convert, primitive data to object type, that is called as boxing, and unboxing is a process of converting object into primitive. That's all. Very simple. Okay. So now next topic, right? Exception. Exception handling. Exception handling. After exception. Last. Not records. Developers. Object into file. File into object. 2 lines of code. Done. So what do you mean by exception? Rohan, what do you mean by exception, guys? Huh? This is an important topic actually. Huh? Unexpected event which occurs during the program compilation or execution, whatever it is. Okay. So, when you get an exception, okay, it is nothing but a event which occurs during the execution of your program, which interrupts your code, which will stop your code. Understanding this? So some people say like, why it may stop? Because of what? Somewhere it will fail here. It won't execute further. Say for example, see, int I is equals to 10, int j is equals to 20, int k is equals to, or j I will make it 0, I divided by j. I is how much? J is how much? 10 divided by 0 is possible? Yes or no? 10 divided by 0? Not possible. Okay. So in programming it is not possible. So but your program here, what you have written, is it syntactically fine? Syntactically it is fine. There is no error, syntax, everything is good. Now is it compiler throwing any error here? No, during runtime only you will come to know the error. So this is the logical mistake of your program. Logical mistake of your program can be known only when you run the program. Logical mistake ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? So here you can see int I is equals to 10, j is equals to 0, k is equals to I divided by 0. It will throw an exception. You can see here. Line number 11. But in line number 11 there is an error. Error is what? Divided by 0. You can see. Okay. So this exception is thrown from java.lang.arithmetic exception class. Division by 0, like this is the arithmetic exception. So what do you mean by exception? Say for example, okay, if you have a fever, okay, forget about fevers. So Exception is nothing but interruption provided to your JRE. Now what it will do, your JRE machine, assume it is like a machine, it will be keep on running your program. Suddenly 10 divided by 0 it will come, it cannot digest, machine will stop, further execution is stopped. Understanding this, you are interrupting your JRE. Boss, I cannot execute. The JRE will say I cannot execute, I am stopping the program execution. Understanding this? So whenever these kind of error, who will throw this error? Java people only throw the error. Java people only throw the error. Understanding this? Say for example, now you have a fever. Okay. So where you will go? Hospital you will go. Correct? Huh? Now doctor, what he will say? Medicine. Who will find out the issue? Who will give the solution? Doctor. Okay. Same way Java people also did the same concept. The issue is thrown by Java only, and solution is given by Java only. Here issue is thrown by which class? Arithmetic exception class, and solution is also present in the same class. Okay, arithmetic exception class ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದರಿಂದನೇ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಥ್ರೋ ಆಗ್ತಿರೋದು, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನೌ if you want to handle this line, what you need to do, see, I'll simply write here, okay, system.out.println program starts outside, at last I will write program ends. Program starts to end, work agutta agalla, it will break in between. Now here, see, run this, program starts but stopped. Correct? Now how to handle this? To handle the exception, Java provided something called as try catch block. Okay, try catch block. Now when you run this program, listen carefully, when you run this program, error ಯಾವ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು? Arithmetic exception. Correct? So now what you need to do, boss, see, there is a class, very simple, what happening, I'll say you, arithmetic class. ಈ arithmetic class ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ, there is something called as JRE. This is assume like a machine. Okay, it is keep on running your code. Okay, suddenly what it will do, it will throw an error object error object ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಎರರ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಈ ಮಿಷಿನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಆ ಎರರ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅರಿಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂದ ಥ್ರೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅರಿಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್, ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಥ್ರೋನ್. ಹೂ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್? Java only, arithmetic exception class. From where? Arithmetic exception class. Okay, now what you need to do, user should go here, find the solution. Whenever you get a program errors or interruption or exception, you should handle by seeing the error. Some people will be, I'll be wondering, they will write the code, they'll run, clearly it will mention here, sir, in line number 12, run.java file, what is the class name here? Run.java file, in line number 12 is this, there is a error called as arithmetic exception. ಇದನ್ನ ಕಾಮನ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಾವಾ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎರರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, you can know how to handle that. Okay, so now I'll click this. Okay, here is the error. So what you need to do, so this statement is called as danger statement or abnormal statement. This abnormal statement will throw the exception always, so you should handle that. You should handle that. Okay. ಅಬ್ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಚೈನ ಕಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ತರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಕಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಪುಟ್ ಎ ಟ್ರೈ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್. ಹೌ ಯು ಪುಟ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್? ಸಿ, ಎ ಟ್ರೈ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ consist of that exception statement. What is that? ಸಮ್ಮ ಏನ್ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ? K is equals to I divided by J. You should put inside the try block. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Okay. Then you need to write here catch block. CATCH, catch block. Okay. So ಏನಾಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ? I will tell you. See here. So I told you an error object came here, no? Error object is thrown by this, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You know, have you seen kite? How you control the kite? Thread. No, okay. So kite is an object. Its reference is a thread. You can handle here, correct? But assume this object is like a kite. It doesn't have a thread. Means object is present. There is no reference variable. Object ಇದೆ, reference variable ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. See, whenever you create object A, OBJ is equals to new of A, ಒಂದು reference store ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, yes or no? But error object doesn't have a reference. Okay. So now what you need to do, add a try block here. Simple. Put this control side, put this exception line. Okay. Then catch block, add a reference variable. Which reference variable? ಯಾವುದು ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು, ವಿಚ್ ಯಾವ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂದ? Copy this arithmetic exception, paste it, OBJ or E. Usually we put E. ಅದು ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ, ದಟ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎರರ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಎರರ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಈ ಎರರ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಚೈನ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಕಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಟ್ರೈ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. It will pass it to the catch block. In catch block, we will add the reference variable. Now it won't go anywhere. If you won't add this thing, what happens? This error statement object, its parent ಯಾವುದು? First main method. Main method parent ಯಾವುದು? Run parent ಯಾವುದು? JRE. At the end ಬರೋದೇ JRE ಗೆ. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ಸಪೋಸ್ ಮನೇಲಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಆದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀಯಪ್ಪ? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಕ್ಕ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಕ್ಕಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀಯ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಿಬ್ಲಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಅಕ್ಕ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಅಮ್ಮಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಮ್ಮ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಅಪ್ಪ. ಆತ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಕರ್ಸ್, that exception will be thrown to the main will throw to the run will throw to the JRE. When you run, you will come to know, you clearly see this error. Main method, run. From there it will go to the JRE. Okay. This is how exception is thrown. How to handle this? You use try catch block. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಲೋಕಲ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು, ಇದು 0 ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ now listen carefully. Now I'll run it. You see, when I run, so I will write some printing statement here. Arithmetic exception handled. Okay. When I run, what happens? Everything executed till program ends. ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಎರರ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಒಂದು ನಾಯಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದೊಂದು ನಾಯಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ತರ ಆಡುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಪಾಮರೇನಿಯನ್ ನಾಯಿ ಕಿರ್ಚಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಕಟ್ಟಾಕಲ್ವಾ? ಅದೇ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ನಾನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್. Okay, so whenever an error object is thrown, it is handled using try catch block. Okay, make a note of it.
So if in case array index out of 1,
See, when you have, let us assume you have loose motion, you have taken a headache tablet, will it work?
no.
Same thing will happen.
Works.
You need to add one more catch block. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ arithmetic array index out of bound exception. So you need to add like this. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇದ್ರ ಬಾಸ್ ಇದ್ರ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಈ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಈ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. You can add multiple, a try can have multiple catch block. Okay, going forward we will see.
So why need to add 2-3 errors like arithmetic?
Do you know when you are going in road, do you know when accident will happen? Like that only exception also, error statement. When error comes only we will add. Correct. These are called as exceptions. Sometimes what happens, you will try to connect to the database won't respond, you will throw exception. So you need to add a try catch block over there. While executing the program only you will come to know. So say for example you have written a program, create a file in a D drive, but there is no D drive in your machine. Program is syntactically fine, hardware is not good. Correct, you don't have D drive. So these are all called as exceptions. Java won't support. So you need to handle, no, you cannot simply block the program execution. Correct. So it is, see, you have written prepared a software, somewhere there is an issue, running issue, it should not block all the other modules. Yes or no? Ella page blank bandbidla? No, other modules should work, this module should fail. So you should handle this using exception. Correct what I am saying? It should not stop the further execution. Previously, without handling try catch block, it was blocking your execution. Program ends tanka hogtane irlilla. Yes or no? Correct. Now see, it is executing everything. Okay, make a note. I'll tell you one by one what is try catch block. Okay. Exception is an abnormal statement exception is an abnormal statement or event which occurs at program execution which blocks the further program execution. Which blocks the further program execution. Which blocks the further program execution. An abnormal statement. Next slide. An abnormal statement creates error object and this error object is thrown to the main method. Or the class. and an exception message is occurred at the console. Message is occurred at the console. Next question. Full stop. Next question. How do you handle the exception? Right. How do you handle the exception? Question ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. An exception can be handled using try-catch block. An exception can be handled using try-catch block. In try block, we add the danger statement. In try block, we add the danger statement. In catch block, what we will do?
We need to add exception classes.
In catch block, we need to add the exception reference variable. Okay. So guys, see. Done. So, listen carefully. Whenever you get an exception, you handle using try-catch block, right? Okay. Now, after try block, which is the exception statement here? Which line? Line over? What line number? Okay. Anywhere will it execute? So after exception statement, if you write any statement, it won't execute. Try catch block ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ exception statement ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರಬೇಕು. It should be only exception statement. Okay. After the exception statement, whatever you write, that is code unreachable. That code won't be executed. Why? See here. Control print screen. Control V. See here. Listen, guys. Here, this will execute. Correct? Comes here. Here what happens? One error object is created. Correct? Okay. Immediately when error object is created, it will go to the catch block. This code, after the exception statement, whatever code you write, that won't execute. Okay, that is code unreachable. Make a note. After the exception statement, after the exception statement, if we define any statement, code is unreachable. Code is unreachable. Over. Okay. Next. Right. Nested try or try with multiple catch blocks. Next heading, try with multiple catch blocks. Try with multiple catch blocks. So guys, when you are writing it, see, try catch can be written in many ways. See, one try block, for this one try block, you can write multiple catch blocks. Okay, like else if statement. So let us assume. See, one way I can create an exception is using throw keyword. There is a keyword called as throw. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಈಗ ನಾನೇ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ನಾನೇ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ಲಿ ಜನರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ಲಿ I can create an exception. How? Create an object of exception here. New of, what is that object? Arithmetic object exception. Simply write a keyword called as throw. Okay, when you throw, already it is throwing error, you can see. Anyway, I won't write anything after this. Java knows it is an error. Throw new of arithmetic exception. Where it will throw? To the main method. So what you are doing, you only creating error object. Your code is not creating. ನೀವೇ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ and you are throwing it. Create throw to the main method. So now when you run this, it will throw error. Same error. Arithmetic exception. When arithmetical errors you have, you will get that. You know arrays, right? I taught you arrays. Array index out of bound exception. So size is 4, but you will try to put 5 data. Array index out of bound. See, this is one kind of exception. Array index out of bound exception is there. Hope you are getting. So what is throw keyword? Throw keyword is used to generate the exception. Make a note. Throw keyword is used to generate the exception. Throw keyword is used to generate the exception. ಯಾಕೆ ಜನರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾನು? Why you need to stop? Why you need to create an exception? Guys, I will tell you one story. In your account 500 rupees you have. Okay, you will go to ATM machine. You will try to withdraw 700 rupees. ATM will give negative balance. Get lost. You have only 500. Amount insufficient fund. Correct? That is thrown. That insufficient fund is exception. Which blocked you. In some scenario, your software need to block the unrestricted users. We need an exception here. Exception is not only your program mistake. It takes a vital role in creating a software. Okay, you need to block. You may be knowing, no? Users blocked. Okay, 4 attempts. Bank will throw exception. If your password, these are all thrown by exception classes. JRE na block ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಯೂಸರ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ JRE exception object. Okay, so this we will see tomorrow. Tomorrow we will see one bank program and also multiple catch blocks. Okay, hope you understood what is exception. Exception is an unexpected event which occurs at runtime or compile time, whatever, which blocks the further program execution. Okay, whenever we get an exception object, we need to handle with try catch block. Throw is a keyword which is used to generate the exception. Understood? That's all I did. Okay, thank you.